What's going on, peeps? Rattle Can Man coming at you. Been a while since I made a video. Doesn't matter. Nobody watches my YouTube anyways. I have like 11 subscribers now. Woo! After 2 or 3 months of however long I've been doing the channel. But that's okay. No big deal. I enjoy filming it. That way I can go back and look at it and stuff like that. But I am fixing to change the paint scheme on the Dakota again. Not much, but just a little bit. So I have had a heck of a time trying to find rims for this truck. Anybody that knows about a second gen Dodge Dakota knows that the lug pattern is stupid. 6 on 4.5. Literally, if you Google 6 on 4.5 lug pattern, there's like 3 vehicles that have it. The Dodge Dakota, second gen Dodge Dakota, and like a few Nissan vehicles. That's it. That's it. So it's really hard to find rims with that lug pattern. And a lot of people say, you know, well, get adapters, you know, and then you can use any kind of rim you want. That'd be all fine and good, but I don't trust adapters. Plus, that would defeat my purpose of wanting my rims to tuck inside the fender. You know, having a hard enough time getting that to happen anyways. So I'm going to just chill. Let me just chill here and talk for a minute. I looked and looked and looked for rims. I wanted to get used rims because I wanted to do everything used on this truck, you know, because I'm calling it cheap thrill. So I wanted to go as cheap as possible. I did buy new, you know, sound equipment, you know, for my stereo, but I got cheap stuff. I got Planet Audio. So cheap that I already blew the 215s that were in Mr. Boombastic. Yeah, they lasted about 2 weeks. But anyways, here's the story about the rims. I finally got to the point where I can't find any rims. I drive a truck, and everywhere I go, I get on Marketplace and I search that rim, trying to find something, you know, because I could stop or have somebody meet me somewhere at a truck stop to buy rims. Nothing. I go all over the place in a truck, and nothing. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to buy new rims, as bad as I hate to. So I went to a website, can't remember, extremecustoms.com or something like that. There's like, it's wheelfinancing.com. There's like a bunch of companies that are together as one. But I think that one was Extreme Customs. Went on there, you go on their website, and you put in your vehicle, everything. I think I've already said this in other videos, but nobody watches my videos, so it really doesn't matter, so I'm going to repeat myself in case somebody actually watches this video. But anyways, you put in your vehicle, and then it pops up all the rims that will work on your vehicle. Well, put in my information. All these rims popped up, but they were all ugly as crap. I don't like black rims. I'm a chrome guy. That's just me. I'm old school. I can't stand black rims on a vehicle. I think it looks stupid, but a lot of people love them, and that's about all you can find nowadays. So I finally found some 18s on there, and I had 22s on this truck. Now, like I said before, they were too big for the truck. They were sticking out on the side, so I couldn't bag it like I wanted to. So I ended up selling them pretty cheap to a guy that actually had a vehicle with this lug pattern. It was a Nissan Pathfinder, I believe. But anyways, so I go in, I find a rim I like. I ordered one. I was going to order one rim a week until I got them all because they were $324 a piece. Again, you know, you're talking $1,200, $1,300, you know, for a set of rims, and that's not even counting the tires. I was trying not to go that route. So I was like, okay, I'll just get one rim a week, and then I'll get tires. So I put in my information, I paid for one rim, and I got an email from them that said, there's a problem with your order. This offset of this rim will not work on your vehicle without an adapter. Really? So, like I said, you put in your vehicle, and it's supposed to give you exact matches. And when you click on a rim, it says, right down there in bold print, awesome, great match. This will work perfect on your vehicle, blah, blah, blah. And I was going with a really high offset. It was plus 45 because I want it in as far as possible so it can tuck. But according to them, it wouldn't work on my truck without an adapter. I'm like, okay, fine. Maybe I can find a really small adapter because I really like the rims. I'm like, if I'm going to buy them new, I might as well get something I like. So then they sent me a message saying, well, we just checked and they're not in stock. Really? Again, it shows there's 20 available on the website, but there's none in stock. So I'm like, okay. So I go look at a couple other rims that I like. Like I said, there's not much to choose from, especially in chrome. Find another one, send it. Oh, they don't make that one in the 6 on 4.5 low pattern anymore. Really? So it's still on your website that it fits perfect on my truck, but they don't make them anymore? They don't have that? Why do you have it on your website? So I'm like, okay. So I look, find another one. And I'm getting farther and farther away from what I like as I go. Found that one. They said, there's only one in stock on this one. I'm like, well, are y'all going to get some more? You know, this is all in an email. Because I'm going to order one rim a week until I get them all. And it's not a big problem if you're going to get more. No, we're not going to be getting any more. Oh, really? Okay. So the only thing left is black rims. Which I hate. I hate black rims. So I found some that were black and had like a machine color on them as well. Not chrome, but kind of an aluminum looking. I'm like, okay, I can get these rims and I can paint the black part white and it may look all right, you know, on the truck. Because I do like white rims. You know, you don't see them a lot, but just don't like black rims, you know. But anyways, I was like, okay. So by this time, I've already ordered one rim, and they switched the order over to this black rim, and then I went ahead and ordered another rim because I had some money. This was 2 weeks later, so I ordered another rim, so I was going to be getting two at a time. And I just kept on thinking to myself, I was like, I'm not going to be happy with black rims. It's not. And I don't want to buy brand new rims that are $300 a piece and spray paint them and run them. So I messaged them. I'm like, I want to cancel my order. Cancel the order. Got to looking on eBay. And I found some new old stock rims. We're in California. I'm going to show it to you. Check it out. Boom. 18-inch rims, 215/40 tires. And these rims were made in 2004. The box, hold on a second. Will that stay? Stay! This guy still had the original box. You can see how old this box is. The rims are perfect. They've never been mounted. So, yeah. Loves box. I'm actually going to keep these because I think it's kind of cool that he had the original box. So anyways, this is what I went with. It's an 18. It actually is wrapped flush with the fender. It doesn't stick completely out. But the thing is, with this setup, these tires, the problem I was worried about is not going to happen because once I bag it and the frame's on the ground, I'm still going to have like a 1/4 inch of fender gap with these. So yeah, I mean, it's a big difference from here. But anyways, so I got these. He originally had them for $890 something like that. And I got them for $750, I believe it was. After taxes and everything, it was about $800. But he went ahead and shipped me one rim. He was really cool. This guy was really cool. He shipped me one rim in case it didn't work. And he said I could ship it back to him and he would refund me the money. Instead of getting all four, and then if they didn't work, me having to send all four back. So I do have the other three now. This one, at first I didn't think it was going to work, but then the more I looked, I actually trimmed out my fenders a little bit. And like I said, I did the measurements. And with the frame on the ground, the fender's not even going to touch these tires. It's still going to be like a 1/4 inch of fender gap with the rim on the ground. So, but anyways, that's what we got. We got 18-inch Boss rims with 215/40 series tires. I do have the other 3. I just haven't got the tires for them yet. But I got some tooth issues going on, so the money I was going to use to order the tires, I've got to pay to get teeth pulled out of my mouth Tuesday morning because I don't have any insurance. So I got to pay cash and like $600 to get 3 teeth pulled. So, anyways, back to what I was talking about. Just wanted to show you the rim. Raw 18s, baby, old school. So anyways, like I was saying, I'm going to change the paint scheme a little bit. Nothing major. I want to make it simpler because the more I think about it, I got vintage rims that were made in 2004. 1997 Dodge Dakota vintage. The first year of this body style actually was 97. Second gen, first year was 97. So it's vintage. And so I'm going to go with more of a vintage paint scheme. Instead of having this coming down, it was really hard to try to get that. As you can, I don't know, in the video it looks good from the videos I've watched from playback, but to the naked eye, it's terrible. It's not lined up like it needs to be. It's not neat. So I'm going to do away with it, and I'm just going to go simple, one stripe, white stripe all the way across. All the way down. Just have one white stripe separating the colors, vintage. So that's what we're going to go for. So I'm going to get to it, and I will show y'all the results. Ain't it pretty? I know it don't make sense right now. You're like, what the hell is going on here? Well, I decided I was going to do the vintage. Just one simple thin stripe separating the colors. I did that, took the tape off, looked at it, and I'm like, that's just too simple. Kind of wanted it to be simple, but at the same time I was like, I don't know about it. So then I thought about maybe doing a lightning bolt on it in white, separating the colors. And if I do that, I'll be able to put a little more of the aqua color on it, because I'm getting a camper top. I'm getting a snow top for the back. And I'm going to fix it up in there with a mattress and faux fur and air conditioning and stuff like that. So if you see this at a campground, you know it's me, because ain't nobody else going to have nothing like that. But it's just something I was debating on whether to go with a bed cover or go old school and do the snow top like I had on my second lowrider of all time, my TOS 10, my 95 brand new S10, the only brand new vehicle I ever owned that ended up getting repoed. But anyways, I was like, I'm going to go back to old school. So I'll have the camper top, and the camper top is going to be orange. So I was like, if I do the camper top in orange, it's going to be more orange than aqua, and aqua is the main color of the Miami Dolphins. So I was like, I need to get more aqua on it, if I'm going to do the camper top in orange. But anyway, that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go, you can't really, I put tape on it earlier and took some pictures of what it would look like. So basically, I'm going to sand all of that, and that's going to be teal up to here. And then the reason I got the paint on there is so it can dry overnight, and then tomorrow I can put the tape back on it, and then do the aqua and orange. And then when I take the tape off, I'll have a nice clean white lightning bolt looking line. So it's like, it'll go there, here, and then all the way up to the back. So that's what we're going to do. And on the camper top, I'm going to do a walkthrough, which is what I had on my 95 S10. That's where you cut the whole back end out, and then you cut out the window and everything on the camper top, and you get a boot, boot that goes and snaps, and you put that all the way around. and then, you know, it won't let it leak. And then that way, you know, me and my wife decided to go camping in a lowrider, pull up, drop the bags, set it down, and just crawl straight into the back and go to bed. But anyways, that's going to be it for now. Great thing is, my buddy Todd Spillers messaged me earlier, and he was like, I'm going to play golf at 8 o'clock in the morning if you want to come. And I'm like, heck yeah, I want to play golf. But I had already started all of this when he messaged me. So I'm going to be driving this to the golf course in the morning. So I ought to get plenty of looks, but they won't be surprised. It's me. They've seen worse. Anyways, y'all have a good one. Next video we'll try to have it all cleaned up and look like it's supposed to. And maybe I'll finally leave it alone. Y'all have a good one. Rattle Can Man out.